displaying the glory of God's creation by visiting every state park, national park, and national forest in the contiguous 48 states. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave the Parker. Welcome back to Parking Full Time. I'm Big Dave the Parker. We are in Hocking Hills State Park in southeast Ohio. And since we have the sign here, let me show you the plan. We parked up here in this parking lot. That's a very large parking lot. Right now we are right over here at point A. And so we're at the top of the area known as Old Man's Cave. And so our plan is we're going to go and we're going to hike down through the gorge known as Old Man's Cave. So we're going to hike down this blue line right down to here to point E. At this point there's another trail called the Grandma Gatewoods Trail. Which is a very nice trail, but it's also a very long trail that keeps going. So we're not going to go that way. We're going to turn right at point E. We'll come back up to the visitor center and parking area, and that will complete our hike for today. As I mentioned, this is Parking Full Time. We are at Hocking Hills State Park. We are in southeast Ohio. This is, in my opinion, the best state park in Ohio. Today is Tuesday, October 25th, 2022, and the temperature right now is 69 degrees. Very beautiful early afternoon here in southeast Ohio. All right, let's get heading down the cave and we'll see what we see. So we descended some concrete steps and now we are down here at the head of the Old Man's Cave Gorge. This is a waterfall known as Upper Falls, and the fact that the flow is fairly low right now is not really auspicious for us for the rest of this hike, at least in terms of waterfall viewing. But we'll make the most of it that we can. When you see postcards from the Hocking Hills, this is typically one of the things that typically make the postcards, Upper Falls at Old Man's Cave. Very scenic spot, although I do wish it had some more water in the waterfall. Alright, there's only one way out of here, and that is back down the way that we came in. Just a couple minutes downstream, and this is a formation known as Devil's Bathtub. Again, there's not a lot of water here today. It's October, so it's the dry time of year. Very beautiful area. We'll keep heading downstream. Big fingers of rock jutting out from the wall up here. Still making our way down through the gorge. I should note that even though this place is called Old Man's Cave, it's really more of a gorge than a cave. I mean, there are some things that you might think of as caves in the walls of the gorge here. But really, Old Man's Cave is really more like Old Man's Gorge. Up here above the gorge, that is an A-frame bridge that takes visitors from the visitor center over to the campground. So that's the easy way across this gorge. Alright, let's keep going. We're about halfway down the gorge, known as Old Man's Cave now. At the beginning of the gorge is Upper Falls, and that is one of the most photographed sites in Hocking Hills. Down here at the other side, at the bottom of the gorge, is Lower Falls. These big overhangs literally all over the place here. Alright, we'll keep going down the gorge. Alright, we've gone up and down, more down than up, a large number of stairs. And when we did that, we ended up down here. This is Lower Falls. And this one is not as often photographed, at least for postcards, as Upper Falls is. It's very nice nonetheless. There are these big rock overhangs here. All of that is sandstone, by the way. Pretty good sized plunge pool. Beautiful area down here at Lower Falls, Old Man's Cave. Alright, so this is the lowest elevation of the hike, and therefore next we have to go up. Alright, so we just came up the stairs through that man-made tunnel there. We're back up onto the rim. No real views into the gorge, at least not from here, too many pine trees. But we will head up there, turn right, and start the final leg back to the Visitor Center. We're almost back to the Visitor Center, only a few minutes after the clip I filmed back at the top of the steps. And therefore we're almost done with this hike. I need to make a left-hand turn. That is the A-frame bridge, by the way, that we saw down in the gorge. And in fact, maybe, alright, so the Visitor Center is right over there. That's where the parking lot is. Since there's nobody on this bridge right now, maybe we can get a nice view into the gorge here to close this video. I do want to thank you for watching. Parking full time would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day, and I thank you every day. Very nice hike here. Similar to Watkins Glen, New York, except maybe with a little bit less drama involved. Lots of people down on the trail. Sorry. So there's your closing view down into the gorge. And it's a very popular place here, but for good reason. Very scenic place. And so I'll close out this video now. And so until next time, I am Big Dave the Parker from Old Man's Cave, Hocking Hills State Park, Southeast Ohio. Have a great afternoon. Take care. And Lord bless.